Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, hey girl, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. And if you are new, hey, my name is Mimi. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So anyways, today's video, we're here to talk about this new concealer by KVD called the Good Apple Lightweight Concealer, you guys. And honestly, I was super excited to try this concealer because I wanted to see if it was going to be anything like the foundation, like anything like it. So if you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts and opinions and watching me try out this new concealer by KVD, then please feel free to keep on watching. So as I mentioned in my intro, today's video, we're going to be talking all about this new KVD Good Apple Lightweight Concealer that they decided to come out with. Now, I'm super excited because I feel like I really didn't get a fair chance to try the KVD Good Apple Balm, even though I made a video on it. Like at the time, I could not find my shade for nothing in this world. That foundation was sold out everywhere, but this time around I was able to get the concealer in my right shade. So for this concealer, I did get the color medium 152. So for me, I teetered between the color medium 152, which is for medium tan skin tones with neutral yellow undertone. All right, so here is the packaging for this concealer. It has like this dropper like cap, then it has KVD embossed on the top. So with this one, this is how the doe foot looks. It's really unique to what I'm used to seeing with other doe foots. This one is very slim and it's on an angle. Look how flat that tip is. Okay, so this is going to be really nice when you're trying to get up in that inner corner to make sure you really shape out, or even when you want to cut your concealer. I mean, even when you want to cut your eyeshadow, this would be really great for that because it is so small and precise. So this is the color. I mean, I feel like hand swatches are hand swatches, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a hand swatch. It looks pretty promising on my skin. I can definitely see the neutral undertone in this. Now, one thing I will say about when I swatch this concealer is that the formula is thin. Of course, you guys already see, I've already prepped my skin. I have on my foundation and my powder already, and I'll have that listed in my description box below. All right, so we're going to actually get into trying out this concealer. Now, of course, we already know this concealer is expected to be full coverage, but along with that, this concealer is supposed to be hydrating. It also has a natural finish. So you guys know I obsess over natural finish products nowadays because I just feel like it makes my skin look so much better. And this concealer is also supposed to be long wearing. And you guys know I love anything that's long wearing. I don't like anything that's gonna slip off my skin too soon. I don't like stuff like that. No, we're gonna start with a little bit. I don't even want to overdo it. We're just gonna start with a little bit and see what happens because yeah, like matter of fact, I'm gonna add a little bit extra, like boom, boom. Okay, and then while I'm letting this dry down for a bit, I'm gonna go ahead and do my cream contour. I love doing this in between because especially when I'm in a rush and I really want to get all, like, my whole face on, you know, this is what I typically like to do. I like to go ahead and cream contour while I'm letting my concealer dry down. The KVD Good Apple Concealer does have two main ingredients in it. The first one is raspberry stem cell. The raspberry stem cell helps provide your skin with deep moisture and it makes your skin comfortable all day. And then of course, like, their second main ingredient is that good apple extract. The apple extract is rich in antioxidants and it actually helps nourish your delicate under eye area, but your under eyes is the most delicate skin that you have on your face. So that's why me personally, I'm really big on eye creams and like eye patches and things like that. Just in case you guys are wondering, the bronzer that I'm using, this is the Fenty Cheek Style Freestyle Cream Bronzer, you guys. I love the color Honey Glaze. Let's start blending this concealer. I'm gonna use this Real Technique brush. This is it's a setting powder brush, but it's really great for concealer. The key is you're gonna pat it in. You're not gonna swipe, you're gonna pat. So I'm gonna just start patting this concealer. Ooh, I may have let it dry down a little bit too long, but that's okay. It's still movable. It's covering for sure. Like it's covering. She's definitely covering. And honestly, like, that's the key to your concealers. When you want to maximize the coverage, you always want to let it dry down just a little bit before you start blending it out. Very easy to blend for sure. Like, it was very, very easy. I do feel like I want a little bit more coverage underneath my eye. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back in with a little bit more. I really love this applicator. I think the applicator is like amazing. So it's like I put the product exactly where I want it. And one thing I found super interesting about this concealer is that the whole purpose of the small applicator is for it to mimic a fingertip. It's gonna really help, and along with the brush being small, it's really gonna help cover your blemishes and dark spots. And I will say, I don't have like a huge problem with dark spots like around this area, like under eyes or anything like that, but nonetheless I still love full coverage, and that's just what it is. I like how that looks when I added that second layer. Look how that second layer looks. I love that. We're still blending, you guys. We're still blending, and it definitely feels lightweight. My eyes don't feel like there's like a ton of product under my eyes, but I will say, because of how wet it is, it does take some time to dry down. I'm actually going to use a dry beauty blender. There's no particular reason why I'm using a dry beauty blender. I don't know, lately I've been real lazy when it comes down to setting my makeup, but it still works out. I'm just going to go ahead, take my translucent powder. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let this set for about 5-10 minutes or so. Honestly, maybe 15 max, because honestly, the longer I leave my setting powder on, the better the outcome is for me. So but yeah, she's looking good. She's looking good. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take my pressed powder foundation brush, the one I use for, like, you know, my pressed powder. I actually like to use this to dust off the excess powder, because it just blends better when you knock off that extra powder. All right, this is how the concealer is looking after dusting off any excess. The concealer looks really great. I have a slight crease line, very slight crease line, but it's not a deal breaker. But overall, the concealer looks great. My under eyes, they don't look dry or cakey. There's no patchiness or anything like that. What I'm gonna go ahead and do, of course, is just go finish my makeup. Then we're gonna come back, touch base about this concealer one last time, and then we're gonna just wrap up this video. All right, guys, so we're back, and this is the final look. Okay, yes, everything looks really good. Yeah, everything looks really good. So let me go ahead and just give you guys my final thoughts on this KVD Good Apple Concealer. So first and foremost, what I do love the most is that it has this like thin like formula that still covers. I just felt like I was able to really build on the coverage and without feeling like I'm just putting on like so much product. So I really love the fact that this formula was not as thick as compared to other full coverage not foundations, full coverage concealers that, you know, I usually have. Also, what I do like is the applicator. Like, this applicator, I love it. You know, it's just so small. Like they said, it's supposed to be like a fingertip, and so it gives you like this really soft like application method. I feel like it controls the distribution of product a lot more easier. Yeah, but as far as everything else, this concealer is really great. I don't have any complaints about it. I like it way better. I like it way better than a Good Apple foundation. Like, that Good Apple foundation, for me personally, it was an epic fail. And I love, you know, my skin looking nice and hydrated and, you know, plump and supple. Like, I love that, but that was just a little bit too much. And then the coverage was just too much coverage, like too much. But this, in comparison, is just like, it's nothing like the foundation. If you were expecting that type of formula, like similar to how the foundation was, like, it's nothing like that. It's the complete opposite as far as how it's gonna feel. My skin feels lightweight and everything. I think my makeup looks amazing. Let me know your thoughts about this KVD concealer. I thoroughly enjoyed it, like, for sure. So yeah, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.